How Scar got his scar. 3 Theory explained. Fan Theory of The Lion King Part 9. Hello viewers. How are you? Welcome to Nibir Network. Today we will get to know the reason behind the reason of the Scar's scar. Is his real name Scar? Or there is some more mystery in the name? Although Disney didn't give us the exact reason of his scar, but there are some hints in the comic books and animation series. In an early treatment for an African-centered feature called King of the Jungle, a main point of conflict was a war between lions and baboons. In this iteration of the story, Scar was portrayed as a baboon and served as the leader of the baboons. Eventually, Scar became a rogue lion that was out for the throne with the J.T. Allen treatment of the story, as well as the King of the Beasts version by Allen and Ron Bass. This rendition of Scar was closer to a minion than the true main antagonist, being subservient to Banagi, the leader of the Hyena Clan, as well as a puppet king, and in the King of the Beasts version was also depicted as being a bit more honorable compared to the final version of the character, as he twice angrily denounces the Hyena Clan's attempts at aiding him when about to lose against Mufasa and later Simba, repeatedly insisting he fight his foes alone. The filmmakers, however, felt it would be more impactful if Scar had a deeper connection to the heroes, therefore, he was rewritten as Mufasa's envious, younger brother. Theory number 1. Scar got his scar because of his own mistake. In the novel, A Tale of Two Brothers, Scar was once named Taka, which is a Swahili name, which means wish or want, and had become upset when he learned that his older brother Mufasa was chosen to be king over himself. Taka would come to meet 3 hyenas named Shenzi, Bonsai, and Ed, who tell him that if Mufasa is made to look like a failure, then he will look kingly in comparison and soon take the throne. This leads to Taka tricking his brother into going down to the waterhole, where a Cape buffalo called Boma is refusing to share the water with the rest of the Pride Lands, which, at the time, is having a terrible drought. While there, Mufasa starts to try to reason with Boma, and Taka roars and tells Boma that he must move by order of the Lion King, or fight Mufasa. Boma then charges out of the water at Mufasa. Mufasa escapes with the aid of a mandrill called Rafiki, and Boma goes after Taka instead. Mufasa runs back and finds Taka being attacked by Boma's herd. A large buffalo slashes Taka with his horns, causing him to be knocked unconscious. Mufasa leaps in to save his brother, and the buffaloes prepare to attack again. Before they can do so, King Ahadi, father of Taka and Mufasa, appears with a large herd of animals that surrounds the buffaloes. It was during this attack that Taka got a scar on his eye, and renamed himself Scar, as a reminder of his mistake, explaining his cruel name. Rafiki tries his best to heal Taka, but medical training is hard to come by in the savannah, when you're a baboon, and while Simba's uncle does survive, the wound remains forever as a scar. As if that wasn't a strong enough reminder of what transpired that day, Taka then asks his father to only refer to him as Scar from that day on, ensuring he'll never forget what happened. Although Scar is indeed a step up from Taka or Dirt, you'd think that the evil lion would have perhaps considered a more inspiring name. Still though, it's easy to see why Scar would want to remember that day, and in the words of a wise baboon, change is good. Theory number 2. He got Scar from cobra's venom.
Have I ever told you how I got my scar?
No, you haven't.
I wasn't much older than Kion when it happened. Back when I was leader of my Lion Guard. When I was the Lion Guard's fiercest, I took most patrols on my own. So when I met this strange lion, I had no fear of being alone. He said he had wisdom and power, and the most powerful should be king. With help from me and my roar, he and I could rule everything. I found his idea intriguing, though the most powerful lion was me. But the strange lion was scheming and had a friend I didn't see. That's how I got my scar, when I led the guard. cure the snake's venom, as long as I did what he said. But I lost control and enraged, I roared and destroyed them instead. I expected to be praised near and far for stopping that treacherous thing, but Mufasa just nicknamed me Scar. Then I knew that he shouldn't be king. That's when I became Scar, when I led the guard. My first plot for vengeance was spoiled when I lost the roar. My second plan later succeeded. Mufasa was king no more. If it weren't for that miserable Simba, I have ruled Pride Rock to this day. But now it is time for Simba and Kion to pay. That's why I still am scarred from when I led the guard. Oh, that's why I still am scarred, and why I'll destroy the god.
In the Lion Guard, Scar was born under the name Ascari after his ancestor, and was at one point selected as leader of the Lion Guard, a team of lions who would protect the Pride lands and the Circle of Life, as part of a tradition to all second-born children of the king. With this responsibility, Ascari was given a power called the Roar of the Elders. One day, Ascari encountered a strange lion, who suggested that Ascari should be the king of the Pride lands. However, the strange lion led him to a trap where a cobra bit his left eye and left him his famous scar. The strange lion then offered to cure the cobra's venom in return for Ascari's servitude, but Ascari instead killed them both with the roar in a fit of rage. After talking about it to his brother, he received the nickname Scar from his elder brother, and which would eventually become his only name. After that, Scar began to become jealous and hateful of Mufasa, as venom in his body started to corrupt him, and thought that his brother should no longer be the king. When the Lion Guard refused to help Scar take down his brother, Scar used the Roar of the Elders to destroy them. Due to using the Roar of the Elders for evil, Scar lost the power completely and descended into depression, becoming shriveled and weak. Theory number 3. Mufasa gave his Scar in a challenge. The Lion King 2019 changes all of that, ignoring the buffalo tail altogether. Instead, Scar's injury is hinted at being Mufasa's fault. Early on in the movie, Mufasa confronts Scar at his cave for missing the presentation of Simba. Scar points out how he was next in line to the throne until Simba was born, his jealousy clear. The pair have a heated discussion, during which Mufasa warns Scar not to challenge him. Scar says that he got the lion's share of the brains, but the brute strength belongs to Mufasa, adding that he knows better than to challenge him, given what happened last time. The way Senses plays out suggests Scar previously tried to undermine the king, and came off the worst for it. Thanks to the original Lion King movie, Scar has become one of Disney's most infamous villains. Not only did he kill his brother in cold blood, he also tried to have his young nephew murdered as well. He then assumed the throne as king, having told the Pride that Simba had died too, and drove the animals in the kingdom near to starvation. The Lion King 2019 adds to Scar's darkness still further, by having him lust after Sarabi. After the death of Mufasa, he tries repeatedly to make her become his queen, but she refuses, even accepting his punishment of him allowing the hyenas to feed before her. But it's apparent that this isn't the first time he's tried to own Sarabi, as he bitterly reminds her that she chose Mufasa over him in the past. Of course, Sarabi made the best possible choice, but the Lion King 2019 does a good job of emphasizing just how much Scar wanted anything and everything that Mufasa had, including his wife. When you look at the bigger picture, it's easy to see how Mufasa could be provoked into scarring his younger brother for life. So which of the theory you think should be appropriate? Let me know in the comments below. As always, if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel, hit the like button below, and please don't forget to share this video with your friends.